Hello, boys and girls. Today's book is called Henry and Mudge. Hey, Henry, your name is in the book. Under the Yellow Moon. Story by Cynthia Rylant. Pictures by Susie Stevenson. This is a great story. I think you're going to enjoy it. About a boy and a dog and his relationship with him. Do you have a relationship with your pet? Yeah, that can be powerful. Let's see who's out there. Hi, Sam and Henry. How's your first day of school? Hey, Samantha and Benny. Hi, Zara and Oliver. Hi, Iris. Hi, Hannah and Noah. Hi, Kayla. I wonder if your class has come back yet. Hi, Matea and Madeline. Hey, Zachary, Aria, and Colin. Hey, Aunt Barbara. Hi, Ben and Lillian. Hey, Reese and Danny and Truly. Are you at Miss Shirley's right now? I hope you're all watching together. Hi, Ron, the reading teacher. And hi, Cousin Carol. You're one of my best fans, Cousin Carol. And hi, Dylan and Jonah. Dylan, I'm so glad that you're enjoying YouTube. And thank you for sending your nice comments. And I'm going to try to print out the story you wrote so I can show it on the next story. I haven't had a chance to print it out yet, but I will not forget. Thank you for writing a story for me. And thank you, Mommy, Sarah, for writing it up on the dry erase board. That was so nice of you. Okay, let's get started with today's story. Tomorrow's the first day of September, and this story, the first chapter, takes place together in the fall. It's not quite fall yet, but soon fall is coming. Together in the Fall, Chapter 1. In the fall, Henry and his big dog, Mudge, took long walks in the woods. What do you like to do? What do you like to do with your dog? What do you like to do in the fall? I'll wait. Whisper to someone next to you. Okay, you like to take walks too? And somebody said they like to ride their bike. And somebody said they like to jump in a pile of leaves. Did you say that, Oliver? I think I heard you. Henry loved looking at the tops of the trees. He liked the leaves, orange, yellow, brown, and red. Mudge loved sniffing at the ground, and he liked the leaves too. He always ate a few. That's funny. Okay, don't eat the leaves, but you can jump in them or walk in them. In the fall, Henry liked counting the birds flying south. Mudge liked watching for busy chipmunks. Since one was a boy and the other was a dog, they never did things just the same way. Henry picked apples and Mudge licked apples. What do you do with apples? Right. Do you bite them? Do you have Mommy slice them? Stephanie likes to have apples and cheese slices together. That's yummy. Henry put on a coat, and Mudge grew one, because that's what dogs do. And when the fall wind blew, Henry's ears turned red, and Mudge's ears turned inside out. But one thing about them was the same. In the fall, Henry and Mudge liked being together most of all. What do you like most of all in the fall? Yeah, I like the sound of the crunching leaves when you walk on them too. Chapter 2, Under the Yellow Moon. Henry loved Halloween. He loved to make jack-o'-lanterns. He loved to make paper hats. What do you like to do with pumpkins? Go ahead, I'll wait. Whisper to someone next to you. Someone said carve them. Somebody said eat pumpkin seeds. Right. And I just saw my neighbor's garden. She told me take a look because she has a pumpkin growing and a bright orange one and then a little green one. It looks so cool. And most of all, he loved to dress up. Do you like to dress up and go trick-or-treating? I see he's holding his trick-or-treat bag. But there was one thing about Halloween Henry did not like. Can you predict? I tried to cover up the word. Can you predict what he didn't like about Halloween? Did you say ghost stories? You're right. And Henry's mother loved to tell ghost stories. Why do you think he doesn't like ghost stories? Whisper someone next to you. What do you think? They're scary? Right, right. Every Halloween, she put on her witch's hat. So here, I'll show you a witch's hat. And here's my little toy witch. So here's the witch's hat. She lit candles and told ghost stories. She thought Henry liked them because he told her he liked them. But really, he hated them. They scared him. He was afraid to tell her that. Why didn't he tell his mom that? But this year, Henry had Mudge. Mudge would be with him. Henry would not be afraid. He would not be afraid of the ghost stories. Oh, look how sweet. So Halloween night, Henry's mother put on her hat and lit her candles. She invited Henry and Mudge and some of Henry's friends to listen to, right, ghost stories. What do you think's gonna happen? Go ahead and make your prediction. Whisper someone next to you. I'll wait. Okay, somebody said they thought it was going to be better this year. Let's see if you're right. Here's all the kids listening. It was dark outside. A big yellow moon was in the sky. It was dark inside, except for the candles, and one jack-o'-lantern. Henry got close to Mudge on the floor. Henry's mother began. What's going to happen? First, she told a story about a man who lost his head. Henry shook. His friend shook. Then she told a story about a cat in a graveyard. The candles made shapes on the walls. Henry shook harder. Why is he shaking? Let me see you shake. Right, because he's so scared. Then Henry's mother began telling a story about a pair of shoes that went looking for someone's feet. And here I'll show you a pair of the red shoes. You see those little shoes? Those are on Dorothy's feet. The shoes, she said, came out only at night, and they walked up and down the streets looking. Do you believe that? You would hear them, she said softly. They went click, 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 click. Henry's mother tapped her own shoes on the floor. Click, 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 she whispered. But when she stopped tapping, Henry still heard something. Something in the room. Something in the room under the yellow moon. Henry held his breath. What do you think it is? Something went click, 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 click. But faster. Henry's whole body shook. It was like someone walking faster and faster. Click, 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 click. What was it? Henry's mother bent down. Mudge, she said. Henry knew his mother was scared too, if she needed Mudge. Mudge, she said again. Why's Mom saying Mudge's name? The clicking got louder. The shoes are coming, thought Henry. He put his head in Mudge's neck. Now the clicking was louder than ever. Mudge, Henry's mother said, stop chattering. Chattering? Henry put his ear near Mudge's mouth, and Mudge's teeth went click, 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 click. Oh, what was making the clicking sound? Yeah, the doggy's teeth. That's funny. It wasn't a pair of shoes. It was Mudge. He was more scared of the yellow moon and the dark room and the witches' stories than anybody else. For poor Mudge, thought Henry. Henry stopped shaking and put his arms around Mudge's big head and held Mudge tight. Then they listened to the next story about a chair that rocked all by itself. But Mudge clicked all the way to the end. Can you make your teeth make a clicking sound? Go ahead, let me hear. Here's the third chapter. It's called Thanksgiving Guests. Do you like Thanksgiving? Do you have guests come to your house? Go ahead, I'll wait. Tell someone in the room, someone next to you, who comes to your house on Thanksgiving. Okay, some of you have a lot of people come, grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncles and cousins. Okay, let's see who comes to Henry's house. In November, Henry's Aunt Sally always comes. She came 1 week before Thanksgiving. She left 1 week after Thanksgiving. That is why Henry did not like Thanksgiving, because Henry did not like Aunt Sally. She talks too much, Henry thought. She eats too much, Henry thought. She hogs the TV, Henry thought. Henry wished Aunt Sally would stay home. Oh, yes. Did you ever feel that way about someone who came to visit? Aunt Sally had not yet seen Henry's dog Mudge. Henry thought, I bet she hates dogs. Oh, how he wished Aunt Sally would stay home. But she didn't. She came 1 week before Thanksgiving, right on time. Aunt Sally came into Henry's house. Can you predict what's going to happen? You think it's going to go okay? Let's find out. She was talking and talking and talking and talking. She went right into the kitchen with Henry's father. Henry knew what Aunt Sally would be doing in the kitchen. Henry went in the backyard to find Mudge. At last, Henry thought Aunt Sally must be finished talking and eating. So he went back inside with Mudge. They walked into the kitchen. Aunt Sally was still eating. Good grief, she yelled. Henry and Mudge stepped back. I knew she'd hate dogs, Henry thought. Aunt Sally looked at Mudge. Good grief, she said again. What do you think Aunt Sally's going to feel? How's she going to feel about the dog? You think she won't like the dog? Let's find out. But then she took a cracker off her plate. She threw it to Mudge. Snap went Mudge's mouth, and the cracker was gone. Henry looked at Mudge. Henry looked at Aunt Sally. Great dog, Aunt Sally said. She put a cracker in her own mouth. Want one, she asked Henry. Sure, said Henry. Was that a surprise? Uh-huh. He sat down with Aunt Sally. She still ate too much. She still talked too much. But all of her talk this time was about Mudge. And that was different. Aunt Sally talked about Mudge's sweet eyes. She talked about Mudge's strong chest. She talked about Mudge's soft fur. She talked about Mudge's good manners. And she fed Mudge lots of, crackers. This year, Henry knew he was going to like Thanksgiving. This year, Henry thought he really had something to be thankful for. Oh, what are you thankful for? Go ahead, I'll wait. Whisper someone next to you what you're thankful for. It could be at Thanksgiving or any time of the year. Okay, your parents, your friends, the food you have. Oh, all those are good things. Right. Did you like this story, Henry and Mudge? This is one in a series. If you like this one, you might like some of the other books. I've never read these books before. Henry and Mudge in Puddle Trouble, Henry and Mudge in the Green Time, Henry and Mudge under the Yellow Moon, Henry and Mudge in the Sparkle Days. These are some nice books to read. And those of you who are beginning readers, if you're in first grade, or you could probably read this, or maybe if you're going into second grade, you could probably read this yourself. Okay, so what can you draw for me or write for me? Dylan, what are you going to write about? Are you going to write about your dog? And you can show a photo of your dog or draw a picture of it? Okay, that would be great. Okay, well, I can't wait to see what everybody writes, and send it to me, and I promise I'll show it on YouTube to the other boys and girls so they can see what you are grateful for, and you can draw a picture of your dog or you and your family. Okay, well, it was fun reading to you. Have a great day. Love you. From Mimi. Bye.